Welcome back. Sorry to talk. I'm already fascinated with this. Next time, let's try to try to layers are plenty. I think I did about 4 5 layers of fabric increase and the paper market for each sheet of the paper market. And they do pieces of office. So let's start from talking. Even if it's not for the most easiest to use paper or plier, so flat mouth design or has flat mouth. So we have to start pulling off the pins of the pins one by one. This ensures safety packing up. Ensure that you put the pins where they have to be. Not for nearly as fast as we have pins. I'll take back to container. They are from class. Because hazard. So I'm sure when we come back, the second and go back to hazard. We're not going to bring out the box as it out of the please try as possible to take it out carefully so that you don't lose it into your shape. Okay? Just make sure you let it do something easier to come out. Okay? Just 5 seconds, 5 seconds to get the results. This for this. The left hand on the right and then manage to sit on the next second. Without inside, you are trimming. See how trimming. Okay? Trimming, I have exercise. You don't have to. You need a sharp scissors. Don't mind scissors. I bring out my millennial wire. That's what I'm going to use to give it a perfect base. So what I'm doing here, this is my millennial wire. I'm going to make it up. For me to know the amount of wire, the length of wire, I have to take a measurement round the brim. Take a measurement around the brim of the fascinator base. With that, I have to know. So I have to mark a particular place I'm starting. Okay, this is where I'm starting. This is where I'm starting. So this is where I'm starting. Right? You won't just put it like this and you get it. Except the thing is like this. That's the brim, the mouth or the inside or the edge is like this. But I most of the times talking, then mark the exact place and then carefully take my tape round the edges that are tucked inside already, to know the amount or the length of millinery wire I'm going to use. You see, 19.2. This is where I got 19, this 19, this is 0.2, right? But I'm going to add like 3 inches so that I will use it to overlap on each other. So I'm going to have about 21.5 inches together. That's generally I'm making use of 21.5. So with that 21.5, I'm taking my desired wire measurements that to still go to 21.5, right? So I'll cut with my plier cutter. Okay, then I'll roll back the remaining one. So this is what we have here. This is what we have here. That is going to be at the edge of the. When I overlap, you see what I mean? Overlap, right? I use my masking tape just to hold it down. This is wire. It can be hard to manipulate at times. Using it to hold it down.
still take another masking tape to hold it down as well. For this for the purpose of this sellotape or masking tape, you can use thread to tie. Most of the times I use thread to tie so that it lasts very well for me. It lasts very well for me, and I will enjoy it. So I'll use thread to secure better. See what I'm doing? Use thread to secure better, secure better. If I reach here, I go up again just to go back to my starting point, which will be my meeting point where I will knot the final, I'll do the final knotting, sorry. Just want to make sure that the overlapping area is secured very well so it doesn't pull up at any point in time and the buyer or your client will start complaining. At the end of the day, it messes up your work. So I do the final knotting here. Remember, I started here, I went down, I reached down, I came up again to do my knotting, my final knotting here. So after knotting, you see that it will never pull up again. So we have our wire. Then attaching our wire can come in different ways, or two ways better still. You can tuck in your wire inside the base. You can sew at the tip of the base, like you can sew, you just be sewing round, sewing round, sewing round, tacking the wire on the brim, after which you press it down and then you close with your bias or your Petersham ribbon. But I myself, I want to tuck in because of time. You can see that I've been able to tuck in the wire inside. So I'm going to see. You cannot see the wire issue. Okay, I have a particular fabric I want to use. Like I said in the other video, this is where it comes in. Okay, I won't add my gum yet because as I'm gumming, I'm attaching, I'm covering together with the fabric. So these are just fabric. Look at the exact place you want your design to show. This is what I want. I want this design to come out very well. So I bring like this and I pin it at the center so it doesn't you see, this thing is very hard. It's very hard, so it's finding it hard to pierce through. So that's the essence of blocking your fascinator base very well. So I am going to do what? Leave it, bring out my UH gum and rub the areas I want to be covered. Okay. Any side you rub, you cover. Any side you rub, you cover. Cover this side. So I have got what I want, so I'm going to cut out the excesses, giving a little space that will overlap inside. So having covered the upside, I'll now turn it back again and apply some UH gum inside the wire area. The essence of adding this inside the wire area is to help it gum together and lap very well. So the gum will be gummed to the base. It won't in any way come out again. So I put my gum and adjust the wire to fit in properly. Then I press down. This is where your clips or peg will come into place. As I'm pressing it down, I still want to secure the wire, so I'm not really bothered about the fabric I'm covering with. I want to secure the wire first on the inside the base of the crinoline. So I'll use my peg to hold it down. After which, if it dries, I will now do what I'll put the fabric inside and gum all together again. Okay, I'm going to leave it for like 5 to 8 minutes. As I'm waiting for this to dry a bit, I'll plug my hair tongler and increase it to like 170 degrees Celsius or 185 degrees Celsius, depending on how hot I want it to be. So I've plugged it and I've kept it. So it's time for us to remove our pegs and then complete the whole closing. Right, so what I'm going to be doing now is to rub my gum at the edges, rub my gum inside for it to overlap, and then close with the fabric and add my peg to hold it firm until it dries off properly. The moment it dries off properly, we achieve a better result. Look at what I'm saying. I'll bring in here and then add my clip. Always use your clip, because most of the times when you use your hand to press it, it messes it up. It messes it up. So always use your peg to hold it. If covered properly, we keep aside. By then, our hair stretcher or tongler has heated to the extent you want it. So I want to call this ostrich quill or feather. I want to call it, but the way I'm going to call it is not like normal coiling. There's something I want to create. Okay, I want to finish curling my feathers. So I want to close the edges, the rough edges, with a half inch Petersham ribbon. A half inch Petersham. You can use the one that's more than half inch. You can use bias. You can use any trimming of your choice. So I want to close. Look at how I'm going to close. I'm not going to put it here. I'm going to put it a bit inside, so that it will stay in between the edge. It will stay in between the edge of this place and the cap itself. In between the edge and the cap itself, so that it will gum it down properly. Note I said, do not close by putting your ribbon or trimming on top where it will be showing. No, take it down a bit. It will stay in between the edge and the base itself. So the last part of it, I'll add my gum to overlap as well. And then use my peg to hold it down. That's the end. So it's time to get back to our embellishment. Sorry. Having concluded with our covering of the fabric, the lace fabric, the last thing is to do our last embellishments. Having completed covering our base with our preferred choice of fabric, which is the lace or jot fabric, the next thing is to start our embellishments. Embellishment, like I say, is a thing of the mind, so it depends on how you want it to be. Some want it simple, some want it busy, some want it moderate, not too busy, not too simple, but moderate. So I'm going to make use of two arrowhead faders, one called ostrich feather, OSTRICHQUIL, on my Alice band, which I'm going to use to fasten the fascinator on the head, and a pocket rose flower, or the fishing line will not go up. So I'm going to sew from inside. Don't worry, I'm sewing from outside because I'm going to use my flower to stop it, so it's not gonna show. So I'll mount my OSTRICHQUIL. After mounting this one, I add this one. I'll bring it down a bit so that it will give space for this coiling part to show. And the next thing, I will make this one come out longer so that each of them will have its space to be obvious. Okay, this one is shorter, this one is longer, and this one is a bit longer. So I'm still going to sew from inside. After sewing firmly, I will use my thumb and attach to it to hold it firmly below, and then close with my pocket rose flower. So I've tacked with needle. I want to gum. This is to secure it better. So I'll allow it to cool down your bits, and then adjust my pocket rose. Allow it to cool down your bits. I'll adjust my pocket rose flower. Bring out the flowers, the leaves here. It's not supposed to be here, like this. So I will cut out the excess stuff, the excess flower stuff, then press it inside so it doesn't show. Okay, this is what I have. This is what I did. I cut out the excess, I folded it inside. Right, so this gum might have cooled down your bit, so I'm going to use this as a closure or a stopper, and then you can decide to slant. Okay, you can decide to put it straight. You can decide to put it straight. Embellishment is a thing of the mind. You don't do it the way I did mine. You mustn't do it, sorry, the way I did mine, and I mustn't do it the way you did yours. So it is about what I want and how I want it. So that's the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much. God bless you.